Speech begin.
Hello, my name is Dale Porter, and I'm here to talk to you about a very important subject that can affect each and every person here. That subject is teenage pregnancy. Teenage pregnancy is basically exactly what it sounds like, a pregnancy occurring in a girl that is still in her teenage years. Teenage pregnancy can have a very serious detrimental effect on our lives, if you have a child. However, there are plenty of ways to avoid teenage pregnancy, and therefore avoid those detrimental effects from affecting you. Today I'm going to inform you on what exactly teenage pregnancy is, what are the effects that it can do, or the detrimental effects it can have on your life, and the many different ways you can prevent teenage pregnancy. According to the CDC, teenage pregnancy is a pregnancy occurring in a girl 15 to 19 years old. However, generally 13 and 14-year-old pregnancies are called teenage pregnancies. The cause of teenage pregnancy is pretty obvious. It is a teenage girl having sex, most likely no protection, as condoms and birth control and other contraceptives seriously decrease the chances of pregnancy, as they are designed to do. This reason of not using protection or contraceptives may be the reason why, according to Marcia Clement of the CQ Researcher Journal, teenage pregnancy rates have been rising after 15 years of dropping. This is very worrying news, as a teenage pregnancy can destroy a teenager's plans for life and set their life on a far lower path than they wish for. Now that you know what teenage pregnancy is, and you know what causes it, and you know a little bit about what the effects are going to have on you, I'll move in on the latter subject. Many teenage parents find trouble graduating from college or high school, as they don't have the time to work raising a child. Or they graduate much later. Also, many teen parents have trouble holding a job or even finding a job, as many employers won't hire someone who's out all the time raising a child. That problem is twofold, as children take a lot of money to take care of. For instance, if we exclude baby wipes, clothing, food, place to live, and many other things, and we just stick with disposable diapers, the cost is still very high. This is a box of 54 disposable diapers. According to the mother I interviewed on the subject, this box cost her $30 plus tax to buy at Walmart. But she also told me that her children during their first year of life went through about approximately 9 to 11 diapers a day. If we just stick with 9 diapers a day, we're left with 6 days this box will last. That means that about once a week, you're going to need a new one of these boxes for $30 each. That's $120 at the end of the month. It's a monthly bill of $120 at least. In addition to the practical costs of raising a child, there's also mental problems. For instance, if you are a teenage parent, you might be isolated from society. This was referenced in Michael Powell's article of the New York Times, titled In Fighting Teenage Pregnancy, The Folly of Shame and Blame, in which Powell commented on a series of city-run ads in New York that were, while scaring girls away from sex and pregnancy, were alienating teenage mothers. In addition to the isolation, if you decide to adopt out your child to avoid that, you're left with the problem of knowing that your child is out there calling someone else mom or dad, or not calling anyone that because they have one. In addition to this, according to the Child Trend Data Bank, 25% of teenage pregnancies end in abortion, which carries its own problems. Many people do not believe in abortion. For those people, it can be seriously, they can feel very guilty about it if they felt that it was vital to their future to abort the child. Finally, there's also the problem of not having a normal childhood as a teenager. If you have a child at 15 years old, you're not going to be a normal 16-year-old or 17-year-old or 18-year-old or so on. You're going to miss all the things you do that. For instance, I'll tell the fictional story of a girl named Sam. Sam was 15 years old, she had a boyfriend, she had plenty of friends. She was a very popular girl. Because she spent a lot of time with her boyfriend, because she thought she loved him at the time, she ended up pregnant. Once she ended up pregnant, her boyfriend left her friends abandoned her, and she became a social outcast. The end. While this may seem a very harsh and overly sad story, it's actually very close to the horrific realities of being a teenage parent. On from the scary stuff, let's move on to ways you can prevent teenage pregnancy. The only 100% way to prevent teenage pregnancy is abstinence. If that's not an option for whatever reason, there's also condoms, which are the only contraceptive known to prevent both pregnancy and STIs, sexually transmitted infections. And there's also birth control pills, which while they prevent pregnancy, sometimes, they do not prevent STIs from being transmitted. If you do choose to have sex, it is best to use both of these together to double up their effects and make it safer. However, be warned that there is no guaranteed contraceptive to prevent pregnancy or STIs. A last way to prevent pregnancy, as found out by Dr. Hardin and others of the British Medical Journal, if you teach children when they are young or young teenagers about the dangers of teenage pregnancy, they'll be less likely to make the dangerous and destructive decisions that lead to teenage pregnancy. In closing, teenage pregnancy is a very serious issue that not only affects the teenagers and the children of those teenagers, but the country as a whole. If millions of teenagers begin struggling through life without any skills because they didn't graduate high school or college, then the economy will suffer from a lack of skilled workers. The only way to truly fight back against teenage pregnancy is to spread the knowledge of what exactly it is, what the detrimental effects caused by it are, and the many different ways to prevent it.
And speech. Begin question.
Where exactly can single mothers go? Are there any specific locations that they can go for help?
There are many different places where there's clinics, there are there are homes that take them in to help them. There are many different services that help single mothers and teenage mothers get on their feet, which helps considerably as well. Yes?
What are the side effects of birth control?
It honestly depends on the pill. There's many different pills, many different side effects to each pill, or none, or it depends on which pill you use and what exactly it's called and what exactly ingredients are in that pill.
Thank you.
Yes?
Out of all the research you've done, is it more likely for someone that has, or a girl that's pregnant to do abortion, adoption, or keep the baby?
Well, if abortion makes up 25% of the teenage pregnancies, the other different ways of keeping it or adopting it out, they make up the other 75%. Personally, I did not find anything that told me the exact percentages of those, but you can assume they're a mix of those two. So it's probably one of those two that are the most common. Anyone else? No? Okay.
End question. Begin critique.
Daryl, run the critique for me.
Alright.
Send what they thought of creation, what could be improved and whatnot.
Well, I thought you did an amazing job. You had a lot of details, and it was very intriguing to tell you everything about teenage pregnancies. I have learned things for myself. I believe for an improvement, it would believe probably to look at sometimes, but that's normal when it comes to speaking and everything, and definitely for speeches. But you did an amazing job.
Okay. If you'll go ahead and ask the rest of the group now, as a critique leader.
Okay, well, being a girl and a teenager, that gives me a lot of knowledge to know all the different options that I have and how to prevent it. And yeah, I thought you did really nice. You did speak a little fast sometimes, but it is normal when you have a lot of information about the topic when you're trying to say it all at once. But I think you did a really good job.
Thank you.
I believe it made me very aware and definitely scared for this kind of thing. What he did wrong was the movement. He was moving a little too much.
Okay, I feel it was very informational. I can definitely see it being used for, say, the younger generation of teenagers, including our age, because it is very informational and does give a lot of good examples on how it can ruin a teenager's life. As for doing anything wrong, I definitely agree you did move a little too much, but other than that, it was perfect.
You were very descriptive, gave us plenty of details, and helped learn what the problems were in teenage pregnancy. But as everybody else says, yes, you did go a little bit too fast.
Same with Cole. You just need to pace yourself a little bit more. Other than that, you were very descriptive. You gave a lot of facts, and you were on point with it. what you were saying.
I do think you moved around a little bit too much, but you were like fast and you knew everything that you needed to say, so you did a good job.
You had some good political citations, the CDC and such. Very good at keeping, speaking loud enough for everybody to hear. A little quick, but good job.
I like the places that you pulled up, like CDC, like he just said, that Anthony just said, about the information where you got it, and I thought that was very, very intriguing and how this can affect you and every teenage girl or guy, no matter who they are that's controlling the kid, how it can affect their lives in every single aspect. Thank you.
And critique.